Hey everybody, I'm Adrian Bustamante and welcome back to Food Deconstructed. On this episode, we're deconstructing everyone's favorite sushi roll, the California roll, and we're making a dessert out of it. Now this can go one of two ways. It can be insanely good or possibly disgusting. All right, we're gonna start off with our rice pudding. This is part of the recipe. So we're gonna start with some sushi rice, some sugar, some salt, and some whole milk. Now, I place this in this pan and bring it to a boil. Watching for it because it actually can boil over a little bit with the milk in there. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna heat this up until the rice is nice and tender. While our rice is cooking, we're going to start on our Candied Nori. We got our seaweed strips here on our baking sheet. We're going to take our simple syrup here, and we're just going to spread a little bit of it on the brush, get a little on the pan as well, and we're going to brush both sides of the nori. It's really simple. Anybody can do this at home. Just cut little strips. They usually come in little wider sheets, and you have to cut the strips a little bit thinner. Once these are all brushed and spread on the pan, we're going to put them in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, about 350 degrees. Whoa. We're going to keep an eye on your rice so it doesn't boil over. You need to lower the heat a little bit, you can. And there you go. I'm going to take these over and place them in our oven. I'll be right back. All right, now let's move on to our cucumber crisps. A nice little spicy yet sweet addition to our dessert parfait. So we're gonna mix in a bowl some olive oil, some brown sugar, and some pepper flakes. Mix these up just for a little bit, and then we're gonna toss in our cucumber. Mix this up with my hand here. Trying to coat all the cucumbers the best you can, because after this what we're going to do is we're going to place them in a baking sheet, one thin layer, pop them in the oven. It's going to be about 300 degrees or so, and you're going to just keep an eye on them until they're nice and crisp. That should be coated enough. Bring in our baking pan. Kind of spread them out nice and simple like that. You just want to go one nice thin layer. And they'll start to crisp up with the brown sugar and get nice and a little sweet tasting for you. Like I said, with a little hint of spice just from those pepper flakes. And take these over and pop them in the oven. All right, next up, we're gonna make our avocado and crab mousse. Really simple if you have a food processor and these ingredients. We're going to go with our ginger, regular and candied, sticking with the deconstructed California roll. Some crab meat. Some avocado. Some lime juice. Sugar. And some milk. And a little bit of salt for taste. Blend this all up. Should turn out to be a nice, smooth, creamy texture. Yeah, we're gonna be good with that. Next up, we're gonna get our whipping cream together. So we're just gonna take some heavy whipping cream, place it in our bowl here. And we're gonna whisk it to about a medium peak or so. And you'll see it just completely change into more of a whipped cream style. Okay, now we're going to take our avocado and crab mousse here, and we're gonna fold in our newly whipped cream. this mousse in here. Nice fold. Just keep folding. It'll start to seem like it's not really combining that well, but just give it a little extra time and it will. Okay, that's looking nice and folded together. Set that off to the side here and put the finishing touches on my rice pudding. I'm going to add in a little sake, some vinegar, and some ginger. Go ahead and mix this all up. Bring in our Parfait glass. Now we're going to start off by putting a little bit of the rice pudding at the bottom here. A little mousse. A little more rice pudding. A little bit of mousse. Top it off with the rice pudding again. Garnish the top. I'm going to take some of my cucumber crisps and some of my candied nori. Should just rip apart nice and easy. There you have it. California roll dessert parfait. All right, now it's time to taste it. Let's get all the layers in here. Get a little mousse, a little pudding. Well, it's surprisingly sweet. And I mean, the rice pudding is rice pudding. You can definitely taste the ginger from the mousse, which is almost overpowering from the crab and the avocado, which we were going for to be probably the main taste. But overall, that is just not a good dish. Not a good dish. We wanted to try something different and experimental. We definitely did that with this dish. You might be able to take this recipe back home with you and do something different with it, but definitely has aspects of the California roll to it. You have to have the ginger, the rice. You know, there isn't a whole lot of crab taste to it, but there is avocado in there as well, and a little bit of the cucumber, but overall, we definitely deconstructed the California roll, but I don't know if we reconstructed it into anything amazing this time around. Well, maybe you can do better in your kitchen. Well, stay tuned for our next recipe, the Inside Out California Bowl.